you even know what you do to me? Do you even feel the way you said you did? Was that all lie? Did I fall for your lie? How is this so easy for you? How are you moving on so fine? I'm still stuck here wondering, did I ever cross the line? Love so thin, like cold pain, you can just scratch it off. I was a band-aid for your heart, and then you just tore me off your heart. You're so cold, it gets so old. You set me up for the fall and I couldn't hold on. Why did I try for so long? Why did you keep my mind tight for so long? You never knew me too well, you never asked how I was. How come I always felt alone when I was with you? Were you even there? Me more, just knowing I was your band-aid. It hurts me more now.
Welcome to the Automotive Life. Today we are wasting tires and petrol as usual, let's be honest. So quite a few people have been waiting for a review on this beast. This is a CLS63 AMG performance. Woo-hoo-hoo! That engine sounds too good, right? Comfort mode, traction back on. All right. Hi there, everyone. How have you been? How was your December holidays? Mine was pretty good. Let's have a chat about the CLS63. So, this is a 2013 model. Like I said, it's an AMG performance model, so let's talk some numbers. 5.5 litre bi-turbo V8. In the performance model, 550 horsepower, 800 Newton meters of torque. What does that mean? It means tires last not long. So I've been driving this car for about a month and a half. I've done about maybe 3,000 Ks on it, 2.5 or 3,000 Ks, and I've enjoyed the heck out of this car. I'm not gonna lie, I missed rear wheel drive so much. The CLA45, that was all wheel drive. This is proper rear wheel drive, proper waste your tires and waste your petrol and make people angry. That's what we like. So, performance figures 0 to 100 around 4-ish seconds, what they claim. We can test it out, although we are never gonna hit 4 seconds because traction. And top speed 250 limited. This car is ridiculously fast because of those numbers. Once you get traction, the way this thing pulls, it's quite unbelievable for a stock vehicle to pull this hard. And this car, we actually dynoed it at TMT Performance. It makes 360 kilowatt at the wheels, so that translates to about 410, 420 at the flywheel, which means about 560 horsepower at the crank. So accurate figures, and that was at sea level with normal 95 octane fuel and no nonsense. So yes, pretty fast car. Look at the design of this thing. Look how it slopes. You guys know I don't really like to talk too much about designs and things because personal preference is the main thing. And personally for me, this is gorgeous. Like really, it's really good looking. The CLS is based on the Mercedes-benz E-Class, which is the same size, the same category as BMW 5 Series, Audi A6. So the CLS is sloped down like an Audi A7, Porsche Panamera. What does BM have? I guess the 6 Series Grand Coupe. That's a comparison of this. Well, in 2019, you don't get a CLS63 anymore. The biggest CLS you get is a 53 with a 3-liter bi-turbo V6 engine or inline 6 engine with hybrids and complicated stuff. So you want a CLS63, You're not going to be able to get one. The closest thing you're going to be able to buy today to this car is the AMG GT63 or the AMG GT63S. That's the closest thing you're going to be able to buy to this car today. So it's quite special, you know, it really is. Very good looking car. This is the pre-facelift of the CLS. So in the front, it's got some of the best LEDs I've seen on a Mercedes ever. Look how rectangular they are and really, really beautiful, honestly. When this car got the facelift, it went to those LEDs that are like just a normal strip, like you see on most of the Benzes nowadays. It went to that. So this is very different. You don't see this on a Mercedes every day. And the back is just, it's tasty, you know. Let me show you the back. Look, isn't that beautiful? 4 exhausts, carbon fiber lip. It's quite delicious in my opinion, but like I said, design, it's personal preference. So let's check the interior real quick, shall we? So the interior, beautiful place, very nice materials, very well laid out. As I said, pre-facelift car. So the screen, everything blends in nicely into the center console and everything. On the new spec, it's more like a screen just stuck on there. Oh, and can't forget the IWC watch now, can we? These seats are fantastically, comfortably, amazingly good. Great seats, fantastically comfortable. The worst thing about this interior are the cheap plastics, because this, it's the type of finish you get. It looks black and it looks like piano black. I don't even know, I'm trying to be fancy. That's okay, that's not too bad. The worst thing is this little piece here to open and close the cup holes. This is the worst piece of plastic I have felt in my life. Really, besides that, it's a pretty nice place to be. Mercedes interiors are very nice, you know, well put together. It's a good place to be. What more do you want me to say? I like it. Trunk space, really good also. It's basically a Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Well, that's pretty much it for the interiors. You get Bluetooth audio, your normal stuff, a nice sunroof, keyless entry, keyless go. Very well spec'd or very well optioned car. Yeah, that's it for the interior, I guess. Can't forget about that sound now, can we? Let's start it up and rev it. So, what do I say about this car? I love how it looks. I really like how it drives. I love the interior. I love the seats. We raced this car with an M6 a couple of weeks back. Click up there to watch this video. And, well, they're both really fast, let's be honest. But this car is very different from the M6. When you jump in them and you drive them, they're completely different cars. This car is way more focused towards luxury. The M6 is way more focused towards, well, driving. This car does have faults. It does have flaws. Some of them, I'd say, let's start with the gearbox. It's a 7-speed multi-clutch. When you're driving nicely and normally in comfort mode and it's changing automatically, it's a really nice gearbox. It's very smooth. Although because double clutch and an early generation, it rolls a bit when you're on hills, it's jerky. It's not the best gearbox. When you put it in manual mode, the changes are very fast of the gearbox. However, the pedal response is not great. It's not as bad as the 7-speed G-Tronic automatic that was in the ML63 I used to drive, but it is nowhere near as good as an MDCT or anything even in the same generation as this. It's fair. It's better than I thought it would be. You have some control over it, but it's nowhere near as good as an MDCT. Am I happy with it? It's okay. Maybe when I remap software and stuff, we'll get the changes a little faster. But as for now, for most people, it's good enough. One thing I absolutely love about this car is that sound. This V8 engine, it just, BMWs don't come close as in M cars. They don't sound as good as these cars. These AMG cars, they sound so good, and this car is still stock. Nothing's been done at all to the exhausts or nothing at all, and it really sounds very good. For me, obviously, I'd like it a little bit louder, but I don't think I'm gonna do exhausts. Because at the end of the day, it is a luxury car. I mean, it's a CLS. A CLS is based on an E-Class. An E-Class is basically the same as a 5 Series as an M5. So I'm undecided about that. We'll see as time goes if I keep the car for that long. I do really like this car. But I mean, we're in open stretch now. Manual mode. Traction half off. Drop a gear. That's third. And then we flow it. It literally pulls like a mad thing. Woo. Well, it's not safe to drive those speeds every day, especially 105 kilometers. You know, take it easy. Take it easy. Steering is very nice in this car. You get decent feedback. It's not too heavy, but it's not too light also. Like we said, it's a luxury car, not really based on track driving and stuff like that. Pedal response, as we said, on the fence. The ride of this car is, it's okay. You have adjustable dampers. I don't really take it out of comfort mode. I pretty much leave it in comfort mode. It handles pretty well, if you ask me. I don't think as good as a Panamera, but it handles really nice, to be honest. It's difficult to drift with this car. I mean, it's not difficult to get the tail out, but okay, it has a sport handling mode for the traction. That's like MDM in a BMW, so it keeps it half on and half off. It lets you slide. If it feels you're getting too much out, the traction kicks on a little bit to just pull you back in. Now, this car does not work as good as a BMW's because it has a lot of torque, and as soon as you get the tail out, it panics. It brings the traction control in and lets out, and brings it in and lets it out. So it's very difficult to slide this thing with it half on. You can put it full off, and I do that, but it's scary because it's not the easiest and most stable car to drift. It drifts, trust me, it drifts, but it is a bit scary, and I'm not that good at drifting yet. So yeah, take it easy with the 800 Newton meter machine like this. Comfort wise, I love it. The seats are just so good. They have bolsters and you can adjust many things. It's got heated seats, no massage seats though, but there's a Rolls-Royce Phantom drop head coupe. Another issue I have with this car, it's a small thing, but you'll see down here we have an array of buttons. If you press AMG, it isn't like a BMW where it wakes the car up. Basically, you have your settings here. The AMG mode, basically it pre-programs all your settings. Like, let's say you like the suspension half stiff, you like it in Sport Plus mode, and that's how you like it. So instead of pressing two buttons, you press the AMG button, and then it gives you the settings. Now, it makes sense to have a button like that to make your life easy, but it doesn't save the traction control setting. Like, you can't put the traction half off and save it, which is stupid. So you have to press another button anyway. And when you want to get out of AMG mode, you can't just press the button again and it brings it back to normal mode. You have to go and put all the buttons off. So that is quite stupid in my opinion. I have the programs programmed in the way that I like, but I don't ever use the AMG button because you still have to go and put all the things off anyway. So that's quite a pointless button in my opinion in this car. But cars like these, you know, practical big family cars that have ridiculous power and love to shred tires, they are quite special in my opinion, because pretty much every review people say this, that you're getting two cars in one. A car that you can use for your family and a car you can hoon around in, but that's what it is. That's why you enjoy it. You can take your family and make them laugh, and trust me, people laugh when they jump in these kind of cars. And this kind of cars are very tunable also because of turbocharged engines. You can do a little bit of things and make big power, which is very nice. So, you know, cars like these you don't just buy with your head, you buy them with your heart, because if you used your head, you'd be driving a CLS350 diesel and you'd be wearing brown trousers and you'd just be a boring oak. So don't be a boring oak, be a cake, be like me and drive an AMG.